You've got to be one of the weirdest Minecraft mobs I've ever seen before. Hey guys, it's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we're going to be taking a look at the update to the ore spawn mod. That's right, they've updated it once again, guys, and this one is a massive update. A new dimension is upon us. It's the crystal dimension. Looks freaking awesome, doesn't it? The whole world is made of crystals. I know he's trying to get a better look, but it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Don't kill yourself. I know your friends may have fallen off, but you're not going to fall too. So guys, basically, to get to this dimension, you're going to need to find yourself a termite. I know ants were required before, pretty much the same thing here. And now that termites are around, they're eating all the wood. And that's why I had to bring the villagers up here to my sky home. Any wood you place down in this dimension is eaten. And their village, completely gone. It's gone, guys, and I had to save them. So now they're my roommates for now. We're going to live up here. The termites can't get to us in the sky. Interesting thing is, if you put any kind of wood block down, even a chest, the termites will eat it, and even like a chest will turn to dirt after. So if you've got valuables in it, that is very bad. But luckily, we're safe up here. Even got my precious woodfish. Don't worry, guys. They should be safe. They won't be eaten. First off, guys, the update added in a bunch of weapons and armor. You can even see like a fairy flying by. It's kind of a nice place here. During the day, that is. During the night, it's pretty bad. It's pretty evil. Alright, so as for weapons and armor, there's quite a bit. And they're all like crystallized too, which is really cool looking. You can see there is a crystal wood set, a pink tourmaline set, a kyanite, and tiger's eye set. Lots of different stuff here. And if you're wondering how strong they are, the crystal wood one, iron, and every other one is stronger than diamond, which is pretty cool. And the actual armor itself, the tourmaline one is strong as diamond, and the tiger's eye one is even more powerful. So what we're going to do is grab some of this. I'm going to try some of this out when we fight the mobs. There is one more set, the peacock set. The boots actually have feather falling on them, which is cool. So you're going to find peacocks in this dimension. If you kill them, you can make yourself some armor. And if you're curious about the recipes, they're actually pretty simple. You'll see right here, like the recipe, same as normal Minecraft, except with the stuff from this dimension. This is a crystal plank, and these are crystal shards. You know, you get them from an actual plank, so pretty simple to do this. And same thing with pretty much everything here. You know, just the ingots there. And you can make all this cool stuff. So I'm going to grab that. And I did want to mention there is a fairy sword and a rat sword too. So you can make these as well out of like crystallized fairies. And this one out of crystallized rats. But there is a pretty epic bow. This thing is so powerful. The skate string bow. And the recipe, very reasonable. Crystal shards and string. The real problem is making this arrow, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Not going to go for it, guys. I don't want to try. And to make it, you need crystal shards, a peacock feather, and this is the tough part. You need a dead version of this creature, and they're not very common. They're actually really small. But I was lucky enough to find one in a chest before, so that is possible. This dimension actually adds in tons of dungeons, and they're freaking awesome, which I'll show you guys after we fight the mobs. With the new dimension, obviously, comes brand new mobs, guys. There's tons of them. It's awesome. There's nice ones, and there's evil ones, too. So I'm going to grab all of these. These are all the brand new mobs, and we'll head over to my crystal arena that I built. Should be a cool spot, and it also showcases, like, all the blocks you can build with. And I think it looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? There's some cool-looking blocks. And these are the torches from the dimension, so you can make these as well. One thing I really did want to point out, guys, is the dimension is freaking laggy. It is. I had to allocate so much RAM for this. I think it's because you can actually like see through the entire world. If you go down to the surface, you can see all the way down to bedrock, which is kind of cool. So guys, I switched it to night because some of the mobs burn during the day. And we're going to start with the most intense one, the vortex. So I'm going to switch myself to game mode 0 here. And we're going to try him out. This is a boss and pretty rough. Look at his eyes. How awesome is that? I'm getting knocked all over the place. So another tough boss in ore spawn, and definitely very cool. I am so tossing on a golden apple right now. You can definitely tell this one is going to be a tough fight. I have the best armor on from this dimension, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. Probably a good time for the bow. The bow is really powerful. You see that? It finished him off so easily. And let's see what he dropped here. Got a couple crystal urchins. And also a vortex, so we can actually spawn these in again. I don't know if they're going to be changing that As I mentioned, this update just came out, guys. Actually, there's some more right here, too. Let me grab these. It looks like he just dropped some spawn eggs. Is another one of the mobs. So at the moment, I don't think that's going to be their normal drop. But this is the first time I'm seeing this update, and pretty cool boss. That dude was epic and extremely powerful. Alright, the next one is the Dungeon Beast. You're going to see these under the ground in the dungeons, and they're kind of cool looking. Looks like he's made of bedrock, doesn't it? So not too bad. They have 65 health and kind of protect the dungeons. There's lots of chests and stuff. It's pretty cool. And he did drop some stuff for crafting a lot of the weapons and armor, which is very cool as well. The next one, guys, is the fairy. You can see her right there. She's got 40 health and flies around. We're going to have to kill her, though, to see what she drops here. There's no escape, fairy. I'm sorry. We got to do this. She dropped absolutely nothing. So when you come here, you might not want to kill those because they're just peaceful creatures out during the day. No reason to murder them. All right, the next one is the peacock. Pretty awesome. They run around so fast. And, of course, drop the materials for the peacock set. What's the hurry? Don't jump down. Alright, come here, peacock. Come here. You're gonna have to kill these because you have to get their meat and also the stuff for the armor, which is pretty cool, actually. Next one is the rotator. This thing flies around. Pretty interesting looking. Interesting creature. Like evading its attacks. Alright, here we go. It's got 35 health. Not really too bad. Kinda owned it right there. I don't think it actually dropped anything. The next one is the crystal urchin. These are out like crazy at night. I think they might be able to light you on fire. Yes, they definitely can. Pretty cool looking. They're going to be all over the place. And you're going to notice all the mobs have very cool like sound effects when you attack and stuff. Because everything's like made of crystals. The next one, guys, is really interesting. I mentioned it before. For the arrow, you need his like dead body. He only has 1 health. And you think, you punch him, he'd die. But don't punch him. This is what happens. It does like half your health to you. So what you need to do is use a weapon to actually kill him. And you're fine. Touch him with your hand, you're pretty much going to instantly kill yourself. And I definitely got the drop right there. So you can use these, of course, to make the arrows. So watch out, though. If you see 1 health, this is what I always do. I try to punch things. Kills you. It's exactly what happened to me when I was testing it out. I've went down to the ground, guys, and you can actually see the dimension a little bit better. Look at the colors. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And you can see all the way down to bedrock. It's very interesting. Haven't seen anything like this before. But we got 3 mobs left, and they're all water types, so I figured we'd do it down here. First one is the whale. He doesn't fight you no matter what, so figured I'd just kill him in creative anyway. And the whale is dead. Did he even drop anything? I think just a little experience. I think I'm chasing after another one of the mobs here. This one. What are you? I cannot find it. Okay, flounder. This is a flounder right here. They drop fish. And the last one is called the skate. It's right there. Alright, so that's all the mobs really, guys. They added in quite a few, though. I mean, this is a brand new dimension. Tons of mobs, tons of armor, all kinds of stuff. And the next thing I want to show you guys is some of the dungeons. You're going to notice these giant trees. This tree right here, it's pretty common. And under it, you're going to find a spawner and a chest. It got turned to dirt. As I mentioned, the termites, they get to everything. So when you find one of these, loot it quick. Because if the termites get there, they're going to destroy all the loot. You can see on the bottom of the world, though, you can actually see some chests down there. I think it's a bit safer in that area. This right here is another dungeon I found, guys. And this one is freaking epic. It's like a sky dungeon. Chests everywhere and spawners as well. So let's check out some of these chests. In this one, we got some quinoa. I think that's how you say it. A shovel, a hoe, and also some spawn eggs. I've noticed there's like a lot of spawn eggs for some reason, like in these chests. There's spawn eggs everywhere. So if you really want to fight a mob, you're going to get that chance. All right, let's see what's in this one. There's some crystallized rats, peacock feather leggings, and some raw peacocks. Apparently a peacock horribly died over here. All kinds of peacock stuff around. But the dungeon is actually really cool. You got to get into the sky. Of course, ore spawn has lots of mounts for flying anyway, so you should have no problem getting up here and exploring this, fighting some mobs, and getting some epic items. Of course, you're going to notice there's a lot of plant life around, flowers everywhere, and of course, trees as well. The trees break so easy, like, you don't even need to use an axe. It makes no difference. Just break it with whatever. You'll get some wood. It's really easy to do. But the next thing we're going to check out is the underground dungeons. You can see under there looks like all caves and stuff, and it really is. So let's go to the underground. Here we go, guys. You just gotta dig down like that. I know it's all bedrock, but you're gonna see there's spots where there's glass, and that's where you can dig through. So it's pretty easy to do. And there's chests like everywhere down here. Some boots, a pickaxe, and of course, creatures around too. Oh, I must have totally forgot to show this one. Not that it really is much to show at all. It's a rat. So yeah, there's some rats that are down here. Not too dangerous. And this is where you're going to find those like dungeon mobs as well. So I figured why not take a look around a bit, guys. We'll check out some of the different chests. You can see it's pretty much a maze. Like, everything has like 20 directions to go. So very easy to get lost down here. So be careful. I'd recommend like Ray's minimap or something. Set some waypoints because down here is just ridiculous. Blue crystal flower and some quinoa. Lots of different stuff though. Definitely adds a lot to the dimension. There's so many different kinds of dungeons to check out, which is always so cool. You might be wondering, how does ore work in this dimension? And actually, it's no different than normal. You can see the ore, which is cool. Like, that below us is some kind of ore. Down there, that pink stuff is ore. So all you have to do is dig down there, use your pickaxe on it, and you've got the ore. This is like the biggest advantage you've ever had in mining in Minecraft ever. You could see all the ore. It's like X-ray vision. It's kind of awesome, actually. So getting the ore for the different like tools and weapons and armor is going to be really easy because it's like right in your freaking face. It's like right below you. Just dig down and grab it. And there are those evil termites that eat all the wood. Be careful. These things are evil, guys. And of course, you right click them, it'll bring you back to the overworld. There are a couple important blocks I did want to mention. So right here we got the crystal workbench and the crystal furnace. Pretty much the same as normal Minecraft. It's like crystal planks for that. And for this one, it is kyanite. Pretty much the stone of this dimension, if you could really consider any of this stone. They work exactly the same as normal Minecraft, except the textures are glass-like, as you can see right here. And to make the torch, you are going to need a crystal shard and also crystal energy. And that'll give you 6, which is pretty good, actually. And food-wise, there's some like cooked peacock and also a crystal apple. The crystal apple is the coolest thing, of course. You know, this thing gives you awesome buffs. So you got to get as many of these as possible. So anyways, guys, that's about all there is to show with this update to the ore spawn mod. You can see it adds in a ton of new content, a brand new dimension made of crystals, which is pretty cool. There's new weapons, armor, bosses, all kinds of stuff. If you want to check it out, the download, as always, is in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for another mod video.